New ideas tend to almost come exclusively from our staff internally. We don't really work with an agency outside for that because our brand DNA is so special and so unique. We feel as though it's sometimes difficult for others to come in from the outside and really get a good grasp of that. So we challenge our staff and our colleagues to sort of really dig in and figure out what new technologies are available to us, sort of figure out what's going on, and everyone sort of becomes a brand ambassador, an internal brand ambassador for an idea, and then we work through those and figure out what's best for the brand at the end of the day.
I definitely like to push it, and you know, for example, the iPad just came out. Okay, so I want to know, does it make sense for us to go ahead and do some type of iPad application? At the same time, you know, I want to have you know, a relationship with an agency where they are coming to us and they're saying, you know, hey, have you guys thought about doing X, Y, Z?
It depends on some organization, the complexity of an organization. You notice maybe the smaller agencies are quicker to adapt and see new trends. So I think it's a mix of both. You bigger brands, big organizations have to be at least aware, but they may not be so nimble to, you know, adapt, unlike the agency. So the agency may have the expertise, but they definitely should be engaged.
I have a mixed view. I actually started out on an agency side in the early 90s. So back then I would say it was always the agency. But then it was also all new. So a lot of times agencies or consultancies, as some would call themselves back then, were creating those technologies. So it really did rely. A brand didn't know what was going on and couldn't be expected to understand the scope of what was going on. I think now that there is some rapid development going on in certain aspects, but I really think that a brand manager, marketing manager should take it upon themselves to understand the space, understand what's available, at least enough to know that when they need to go and get some expert assistance.
Brands should absolutely be at the forefront. Agencies obviously should also be at the forefront as well in helping drive the strategy. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there's so many new mediums, there's so many different things to go out there, and really only the brand knows what's the best fit for them. Certain brands work better on Facebook, certain brands work better on Twitter. Certain brands, Facebook should not be part of their strategy at all. Certain brands, Twitter should not be the strategy at all. But ultimately, the agency is not the one that really knows that. It's the brand, it's the one who's really involved with this, the one who really, when you're part of the business every day, you know that this is going to translate better to a Foursquare than versus a MyTown, as opposed to your agency, which knows what's all the different forefronts going out right there, but they really can't tell you the core of it because they don't know the business like you do.